I'm a guy who creates a platform for self-expression. On my Aspire, you can find a range of different things. You can find anything from challenge videos to rant videos to just anything that showcases my personality, anything that I feel like people can relate to, because most of the things that I do talk about, I feel like a lot of people can relate to, and I just aim to sort of entertain people, make people happy, just uplift people. I want to be, my Aspire is a place where when you're feeling down or if you're just in a bad mood and you want to take your mind off of all the negative, come here and we'll turn up together sort of thing. I aspire to be happy. I think that's the main thing. I know it sounds very cliche, but a lot of people, they chase these dreams, and I'm not saying you shouldn't chase dreams, 100% chase your dreams, but they, you know, they lose themselves in this dream chasing because they're so determined to reach it, and they'll do anything to get to where they are, and eventually when they get there, they're in a position where they're not even happy. They're just doing what they wanted to do all along, but they're not actually happy in other aspects of their life. So I just want to make sure that I do everything with time, and I just, you know, follow God's will for me. I don't want to stray off that and then end up in a position where I don't know what I'm doing. Now, to be honest, my opinion on it is that yes, there are situations that quite a few females have been in that would make them believe that men are trash. However, there are also a lot of situations that men have been in that would make them feel that women are trash. And you know, there's a lot of situations that women have been in that would make them feel women are trash, for example in friendships and stuff, and same with men with their friendships as well. So I feel like, to be very honest, everyone's trash. There's no exception. It's just the way it is. I have to be Idris Elba because acting is something that I used to take very seriously, but it's still, you know, something that is still a passion to you, but it's more on the side sort of thing. Sort of put, you know, black British males on the map sort of thing, to show that, you know, there is talent, there can be talent coming from the hood, and he just sort of paved the way. And the thing that I like most about him is that he's still humble. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Listen, are you mad? Are you mad? Are you lame? The inspiration of the name really comes from the fact that, you know, back in the day we used to have friends, boys who used to be players and used to have the little black book. So it's kind of like a play on that. So the little black book basically is the explanation of relationships, mainly from a male perspective. I try to give relationship either advice or a breakdown of scenarios or things that happen in relationships from a male perspective. A lot of my ideas, I'm not gonna lie to you, man, it's a G-O-D, baby. I don't know. It's basically like a catchphrase. It's basically like, you know, like it's peak, innit? So are you mad? Are you mad? Are you lean? Like, yo, fam, think about what you're actually saying. Think about what you're actually doing. Like, consider what's happening here. This is peak. This is kind of mad, bro. The masculinity in our community has been attacked from day one. We have false traits which kind of represent what a male should be in our community, and oftentimes it's the wrong impression. I mean, a good black male for me is one that looks after himself, looks after his family, looks after his wife, children, girlfriend, you know what I mean, and is consistent, and he tries his best to uphold, you know, moral standards and look after the people that are around him, which is hard because every day the image of a black male is being targeted by the media. We only have to look at the events recently and how the media portrays somebody who's a killer. Two people who are killers, one's white, one's black, and I feel like that has a huge effect in terms of what males consider to be a good role model in terms of being a black male. John Gray is a preacher. I just like the way he preaches, man. It's a very nice, very funny, trying to get straight to the point, but at the same time still engaging the individual. I like Kanye West, you know. I don't listen to any of his music, but I like Kanye West because he's able to go against the grain of the seed of the mustard of what people are doing. The guy's a rebel, and I guess in all of us we have that rebel child to rebel against the normal status quo. My name is Kojo Darkwa. I fully appreciate you. Black History Month, we celebrate it. God bless you.
I'm a guy who creates content for real people. Okay, so my channel, a variant of things. So I do whatever I feel like I want to do, if that makes sense. You can see a range of interviews, you can see me cooking, you see me just having a chat with the camera. It really does vary and stuff to what environment is around me and what I'm going through and what message I'd like to pass through to people. CORBIN Captures, it started for me as a photography business. And the name, of course, my surname is CORBIN, and captures is just generally what I want to do in general. I want to capture the audience, I want to capture that picture, I want to capture the video, to capture the best light, you know, I want to capture things in general. If I was to describe myself in 3 words, I'd say I'm ambitious, God-driven, and confident. Okay, so I feel the black culture and the way we're represented in YouTube is quite tight-knitted. I feel like people do have ideas, but they're hesitant to go out and do it. In case, even myself, sometimes I'm scared to be judged, scared to be, people like may see me in a certain way, and like to be creative, like, I don't know, there's already like a sense of judgment, especially for male creatives. I'm sure other male creatives would agree with me as well. Right now, the only person that comes to my mind would be Stormzy. I come from South London as well. I've seen the way he started and how he's always kept to his trueness, his talent, and he's not allowed anybody to put their hand in it and change it around. And he's kept himself like 100% him, and solely him is what brought him to getting #1 in the UK. I'm CORBIN Captures, and I'm a black British male YouTuber.
I'm a guy who creates charisma. My YouTube channel is essentially an extension of me, so who I am. So it shows, you know, my faith aspect, because, you know, my foundation, my understanding of different things is from where I stand as a young man of faith, Christian. Also, I'm a bit fashionable, I like to think anyway. So yeah, I've done a lookbook. I'm quite musical as well, so there's a worship session there, and you'll also see me talk about politics as a politics and international relations student, and just different things. I'd say I'm enthusiastic, I'm passionate, and meticulous. I'm very particular with detail when it comes to detail, so meticulous would be the word. Yeah, so how it's all come about is, you know, the whole channel is that it's a branch under the MPL brand. The MPL brand is who I am, you know, so by God's grace I've had a chance to be involved in different events, organising different stuff with my friends, you know, just initiatives in communities that are dedicated to furthering social change and also just, you know, exploring the arts. I think the arts in the black community is something that isn't as esteemed as greatly as, you know, academia and other stuff like that, and so there's a lot of hidden talent, so that's why I think it's very important that we push arts in our black community. The black British male that is on my radar at the moment is William Adwasi, Vitae London, if you don't know it now, but yeah, no, Vitae London is a great brand. It's a fashion brand, it's a watch brand. I've got a couple of watches. Their motto is "Your watch, their future," and I think it's really interesting what they do with, you know, those of us that buy the watches. You know, some of the money goes back home in Africa to, you know, providing school uniform and shoes and bags for these children in Africa. I'm MPL, and I'm a black British male YouTuber.
I'm a guy who creates. I would say my channel was extra. Why? Because I am such an extra person. I like to be extra in everything that I do. I like to add personality in everything. I like to just add a bit of flavour, and that is exactly what I'm going to be doing with my channel. So my channel has been the biggest learning curve, and I'm currently finding my feet and setting my foundations. I've done a lot of different things in my channel so far, so like I'm very passionate about fashion, and I really think that it can take you to different places and to different different levels of life. So I've got a lot of style hacks to different vlogs, challenges, to life advice, you name it, I'm trying it. There's a whole world of YouTube to explore, and I've got a lot more to give. No, there really isn't, and there really needs to be. YouTube is such a diverse community which really lacks in diversity. We are just as creative, we are just as imaginative, we are just as innovative, and there is room for everyone on this platform, and we really need to support each other and showcase what we are really capable of. If I was to choose one person, it would have to be Idris Elba. He has completely smashed and obliterated the barrier when it comes to being black and making it when you are passionate about the industry that you're working in and doesn't necessarily take you seriously. For example, he was amongst a few, just a few, to be one of the next James Bond. Like, that is a character who the whole world knows to be white. He's iconic, he's classic, he's sophisticated, and just a real down-to-earth man. And that is why, Idris, I would love to collaborate with you. My name is Babatunde, and I am a black British YouTuber.
Nothing's been hidden, it's completely 100% authentic. Shaheem versus Shivenshi. Shivenshi is a persona or alter ego of mine. The more daring side. Shivenshi's just braver with his fashion sense, while Shaheem likes to keep it plain and simple, and I like to have yin and yang, that perfect harmony. That's what Shaheem and Shivenshi is combined, is that perfect harmony. It just works well. I don't know, like, it's my masculine and feminine traits all in one. Nothing's been hidden, it's completely 100% authentic. Contrary to popular belief, fashion design is just like a regular course. Like, it's something that we all love to do, or we all choose to do. I just like clothes, I like darts, I like overlockers and sewing machines and threads and dyeing, bleaching, customizing, altering garments, picking out what's going to be the next trend, just creating stuff. I've always been good with my hands, and I've always had an imagination, and I would think I have style myself. I'm not as technically skilled as all these other designers out here. Why not learn and put in the time and hours and the blood and sweat in something that I'm passionate about? That's what we should all be here to do. As a black fashion designer, a black male fashion designer, there is not a lot of us. There's not. And I believe I'm different because of Shaheem and Shivenshi. The UK is very diverse, but the Afro-Caribbean demographic, we kind of stick to our own stereotypes when it comes to fashion. Marcus Prime, Young Thug, Lil Uzi Vert, ASAP. My peers, like this Mr. 200 Meters, Classic Manny Ade, Official Enams, AB Vlogs. There's so many more, but these guys I've only met. So I can't wait to see what else they're gonna inspire me to do. Like, they push me with my editing, they push me with everything. And I hope to push them as well. My age mates, they're the people that are right next to me, editing away, creating content, coming up with ideas and concepts and their own brand aesthetics and everything. That will be my answer.